My name is Rakai Parker Olson Pudity. I live in St. George, Utah with my wife and 6 children. I'm going to read a letter that I sent to the church headquarters on June the 30th in regards to the plan to demolish the Church College of New Zealand. I'll leave out the name of the brother that I sent it to and begin by saying, Dear brother, you have been very kind to me over the past 3 years to listen and offer advice. I appreciate this. Some have questioned my efforts and even commented that I am not a good member of the church and should not be attending the temple. They certainly have a right to their opinions. You, on the other hand, have not been so judgmental. My commitment to the gospel is unwavering. I come from a long tradition of warriors who have fought for truth and justice. There are stories of our people coming from a narrow neck of land where you could stand on a hill and see two endless bodies of water. Central America, perhaps. I am a fifth-generation member of Christ True Church. I served a mission in central Pennsylvania for 2 years. My wife and I have tried to teach our 6 children that saying you love the Lord is very easy. Showing that love, or the outward expression of that inner feeling, is a constant struggle. The toil or effort to free the inner spirit from the gravity-like limitations of the world and allowing it to rise to the highest illuminating outward expression is never ending. The pursuit of justice is not a popularity contest or an Easter egg hunt. It can be lonely and weary to the mind and body. The soul becomes the sustaining, illuminating force because it is energized or magnetized, so to speak, by the pursuit of the principles of truth. The widow of one of the construction supervisors for the college was heartbroken when she heard that after 50 years someone had decided that the school should be knocked to the ground because her husband and the labor missionaries did shoddy work. My grandfather Amu gave the church the land in Samoa in which the school and temple are located for $1. My grandfather Fitiora Tapoki, who was deaf and could not speak, worked in the block plant to make the cinder blocks that were used to build the college in 50 chapels all over New Zealand. My father worked on the plumbing crew for 4 years. My uncles and cousins worked as electricians, carpenters, and block layers. My grandfather Rakai Parker Purity, who adopted my father, headed up efforts in Hastings to make sure there was enough food being sent to Templeview each week for the labor missionaries. My mother worked in the construction office. Saints came on chartered buses on the weekends to help in any way that they could. When someone accuses the labor missionaries, the saints, the supervisors, behind closed doors, of shoddy work typical of volunteers with poor supervision, then yes, I will stand up and raise my voice in their defense. Such accusations suffocate and make light of their legacy, sacrifices, and hard work. It is an insult to their collective intelligence and abilities. The legacy message of love and charity is drowned in a sea of innuendos and gossip. They were just volunteers, young guys from the country with no real skills, who did not care or follow instructions very well. This is the message and implication from such uninformed and loose comments. To add insult to injury, most of these people who have passed on and do not have a voice. It's one thing to invite my father to a meeting and say, face to face, why did you not follow the plans? It is the height of disrespect to those who have passed on to the other side to make such an accusation, be they right or wrong, knowing that they cannot reply. Then to close the door for anyone who wishes to speak on their behalf in their defense is very sad. I do not understand why these claims are being made. I do know they are false and absolutely not true. In a few short weeks, we volunteers have gathered all of the relevant data, pictures, construction documents, and facts related to the structural integrity of the school and the temple. I would like to propose a partnership, that we sit down on the same side of the table and work through these tough issues as a team. We will discover that our personal and spiritual common interests far exceed our public differences. I respectfully plead for the opportunity to meet face to face in Salt Lake City and place the facts before you that will remove the dark cloud of rumor and accusation that has been unfairly cast over the labor missionaries and the school they built with charity. Respectfully, Ra Pudidi.